All right, everyone, welcome back to Xbox Central. The news cycle is absolutely relentless, and we've got a packed show for you today. Get ready for some major updates that you won't want to miss. First up, a significant development in a national security investigation as FBI agents were seen conducting activity at a prominent residence. We've got the details on what's happening and where. Then, we're diving into the gaming world with a major anniversary edition, potentially on the horizon for a beloved title, and fans are already buzzing about it. Plus, a surprising turn of events in a local incident that led to a swift arrest. And finally, we're checking in on the weather, but there's more to this than meets the eye. Stick around, you don't want to miss a second of this. Subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. FBI agents search prominent residents amid national security probe. In a development that has sent ripples through the nation's capital and beyond, FBI agents were observed conducting a search at the Bethesda, Maryland home of former National Security Advisor John Bolton early Friday morning. The operation, confirmed by a source familiar with the matter and captured in News 4 video footage, is reportedly linked to a national security investigation focused on the retrieval of classified records. Visuals from the scene depicted a significant FBI presence, with at least 10 agents present at the leafy Bethesda property. Agents were seen moving in and out of the residence, utilizing a black SUV that was backed directly to the home's garage door. The agents were observed transporting empty boxes, suggesting a thorough process of documentation and collection. While it remained unclear whether John Bolton was at his home during the execution of the search, NBC News confirmed that attempts were made to contact him for comment. The FBI issued a statement to News 4, confirming that agents were engaged in court-authorized activity and emphatically stated that there was no threat to public safety. They declined to offer further details, adhering to protocol in ongoing investigations. FBI Director Kash Patel took to X, formerly Twitter, early Friday, posting, "No one is above the law at FBI agents on mission." This statement, while general, underscored the agency's commitment to enforcing legal mandates regardless of an individual's former position. An area along Bradley Boulevard was temporarily shut down to facilitate the operation, but was later reopened. The search at Bolton's Bethesda residence was not an isolated event. An FBI official indicated that an address on M Street in Washington, D.C., was also being subjected to a search. Former President Donald Trump, when questioned by reporters, stated he had no prior knowledge of the search. "No, I don't know about it. I saw it on television this morning. I'm not a fan of John Bolton. He's a real sort of a low life," Trump commented. He added, "He could be a very unpatriotic guy. We're gonna find out." Trump's remarks reflect his often contentious relationship with Bolton, who served as his third national security advisor for 17 months and frequently clashed with the former president on foreign policy matters. This incident follows a pattern of scrutiny surrounding Bolton's post-administration activities. The Trump administration had previously attempted to block the publication of Bolton's book, citing concerns that it contained classified information. Furthermore, upon returning to office this year, Trump revoked the security clearances of numerous former intelligence officials, including Bolton, and also canceled the security details for several former Trump officials, including Bolton, earlier this year. George Conway, a vocal critic of Trump and a neighbor to Bolton, offered his perspective. "You know, if he's got classified documents, my view is, and I know John and I like John, I don't always agree with him, then he has to pay the price, like Donald Trump should have," Conway stated. He continued, "On the other hand, if it's nothing else, and I've heard John Bolton is always fastidious with classified versus unclassified. And it's all about the fact that he wrote a book that was uncomplimentary about the president's mental capacity and other abilities. If that's what this is about, well, I think we should all buy John's book and start reading the passages about Donald Trump." Vice President J.D. Vance, in an NBC News interview, denied any suggestion that Bolton was being targeted due to his criticisms of Trump. "If there's no crime here, we're not going to prosecute it. If there is a crime here, of course, Ambassador Bolton will get his day in court. That's how it should be," Vance said. The broader implications of this search are significant, potentially shedding light on the handling of classified information by former high-ranking officials and the ongoing investigations into such matters. This report was compiled with contributions from the Associated Press. But before we get too deep into the implications of that story, there's another major development brewing in the world of gaming that's got everyone talking. Fallout 4's 10th anniversary edition sparks fan debate. As Fallout 4 approaches its 10th anniversary on November 10th, speculation and anticipation are mounting among fans regarding a potential anniversary edition for the beloved post-apocalyptic RPG. While Bethesda Softworks has a well-established reputation for re-releasing its popular titles, often with multiple enhanced editions, Fallout 4 has, until now, seen relatively fewer such iterations compared to its sibling, The Elder Scrolls V. Skyrim, which has been re-released numerous times. Fans have taken to online forums, particularly the subreddit r/Fallout, to discuss the possibility of a comprehensive anniversary edition. The discussion was ignited by recent leaks suggesting that Bethesda is indeed planning a significant new release for Fallout 4. This potential re-release coincides with the highly anticipated second season of Amazon's successful Fallout television series, which is slated to premiere in December. This timing is seen by many as a strategic move by Bethesda to capitalize on the renewed interest and commercial success generated by the first season of the show, which significantly boosted sales of the games and related merchandise. Comments on the subreddit highlight a divided fan sentiment. One user, Powerful Mortgage 787, expressed a pragmatic view, suggesting, "The cynic in me says wait until closer to Season 2 for anything Fallout-related info." They further elaborated on the potential for Bethesda to splash out a little more for Season 2, leveraging the goodwill and revitalized enthusiasm for all things Fallout. This sentiment is echoed by many who believe that the success of the TV show presents an ideal opportunity for Bethesda to offer a definitive edition of Fallout 4. However, not all fans are convinced. User Verdun3ishop countered, "Wouldn't expect so, they only released the next-gen update that did that last year." This comment refers to the recent next-gen update for Fallout 4, which provided performance enhancements and new content for current-generation consoles. Some fans feel this update might be Bethesda's primary offering for the game's anniversary, making an entirely new Anniversary Edition redundant. Despite the divided opinions, the confluence of Fallout 4's 10th anniversary and the upcoming second season of the Amazon series creates a compelling narrative for a major re-release. The leaks hinting at a large new update to coincide with the TV series release further fuel these expectations. Many observers believe that Bethesda is strategically positioning Fallout 4 for a significant comeback, potentially offering a package that includes all existing DLC, new content, and perhaps even graphical enhancements to bring it in line with modern gaming standards. The community's reaction underscores the enduring popularity of Fallout 4 and the high expectations fans have for Bethesda's handling of the franchise. Whether this potential anniversary edition materializes as a comprehensive collector's item or a more modest update, the discussion itself highlights the vibrant and engaged nature of the Fallout fanbase. It's clear the world of gaming is always buzzing with new releases and updates. But our next story takes us from the digital realm to a very real-world incident that had a swift resolution, and it all started with a shooting. Swift arrest made following Damascus shooting incident. Montgomery County Police have apprehended a suspect in connection with a shooting that occurred in Damascus, Maryland, on Thursday evening. The incident, which took place around 6:47 p.m. in the 9800 block of Bethesda Church Road, saw officers respond to reports of a shooting. Upon arrival at the scene, authorities discovered an adult male victim who sustained injuries that were not immediately specified. The victim was transported to a local hospital via ambulance for medical treatment. The severity of his injuries remains undisclosed at this time. In a display of efficient police work, officers were able to secure a suspect shortly after the incident. The police department confirmed that an arrest had been made, and the scene was subsequently secured. The investigation into the circumstances surrounding the shooting is actively ongoing. This event follows another concerning incident in the Damascus area, where thieves reportedly drove a vehicle through the front of a local gun store, making off with firearms and ammunition. Details about the connection, if any, between these two incidents have not yet been released by law enforcement. Authorities have provided updates on the current weather conditions in the region, noting it to be mostly cloudy with a temperature of 67 degrees Fahrenheit. Looking ahead, the forecast predicts highs in the low 80s for Saturday and Sunday, with lows in the mid to high 60s. This information, while standard, is presented alongside the developing news of the shooting and the preceding burglary, painting a picture of a busy period for local law enforcement. The quick arrest in the Damascus shooting highlights the responsiveness of the Montgomery County Police Department. The ongoing investigation will aim to clarify the motive behind the shooting and the precise sequence of events that led to the victim's injuries and the suspect's apprehension. And that brings us to our final update of the day, which, while seemingly about the weather, actually contains a critical piece of information about a local event. Current weather forecast and local incident update. The current weather conditions in the Montgomery County, Maryland area are mostly cloudy, with a temperature of 67 degrees Fahrenheit. The forecast for the upcoming weekend indicates a warming trend, with Saturday expected to reach a high of 84 degrees and a low of 63 degrees. Sunday is projected to be slightly warmer, with a high of 85 degrees and a low of 68 degrees. While this weather report provides a snapshot of the atmospheric conditions, it is presented in the context of recent local events. Specifically, Montgomery County police officers responded to a shooting incident on Thursday around 6:47 p.m. in the 9800 block of Bethesda Church Road in Damascus. Upon arrival, officers found an adult male victim suffering from unspecified injuries. The victim was transported to a hospital for treatment. Crucially, police confirmed that a suspect was taken into custody following the shooting. The scene was secured, and an investigation into the incident is currently underway. This update on the shooting and the swift arrest is provided alongside the routine weather forecast, indicating the dynamic nature of local news reporting. This follows another recent event in Damascus, where thieves reportedly used a vehicle to smash through the front of a gun store, stealing firearms and ammunition. The details surrounding that burglary are also part of the ongoing local news cycle, highlighting a period of heightened criminal activity in the area. The combination of weather updates and crime reports underscores the comprehensive approach to local news coverage, ensuring residents are informed about both environmental conditions and public safety matters. The swift apprehension of a suspect in the Damascus shooting is a positive development in what has been a notable week for law enforcement in the county. And that wraps up our news for today. But we're not done yet. Stick around for a rapid-fire recap of all the top stories. All right, everyone, that's all the time we have for today. We covered the FBI search at John Bolton's home, debated the potential Fallout 4 Anniversary Edition, reported on a swift arrest in Damascus, and highlighted the local weather alongside that incident. Don't forget to like this video if you found it informative, subscribe to Xbox Central for all your gaming and news updates, and hit that notification bell so you're alerted every time we post. Let us know your thoughts on these stories in the comments below, and make sure to follow us on all our social media channels for more. We'll see you next time.